When someone ignores you, it hurts. But here's the truth most people never realize. You are rarely ignored because of who you are. You're ignored because of what you trigger in other people. And today, you're going to understand the real psychology behind it. Because the reason you think people ignore you is almost never the actual reason. The hidden psychology of being ignored. Being ignored plays directly into the deepest part of the human brain. The part that fears rejection, abandonment, and being unwanted. That's why it feels so painful. But the moment someone pulls away, stops replying, or acts distant, your mind goes into survival mode. You begin to think something is wrong with you. But the truth? Most of the time, people ignore you not because you are unworthy, but because they are emotionally overwhelmed, insecure, or avoidant. They notice you more than you think. People don't ignore you because they don't see you. They ignore you because they don't know how to respond to you. Some people freeze when they feel pressure. Some avoid conversation because they carry social anxiety. Some distance themselves because they feel inferior around you. And some simply lack emotional maturity. It's not that you're invisible. It's that they are uncomfortable with their own emotions. When you're too available, here's a painful psychological truth. When you're always available, people stop valuing you. Humans are wired to appreciate what feels scarce. When your energy, attention, and effort are constantly given without boundaries, people assume it will always be there. So they stop putting effort in return. Not because you aren't valuable, but because they get used to having you. The problem of emotional overgiving. Sometimes you care too deeply, too quickly, and the other person isn't ready for that level of connection. So, they retreat, they pull back, they ignore. Not because your love is too much, but because their emotional capacity is too little. They feel pressure. They feel exposed. They feel unprepared. And instead of communicating, they just disappear. This is called attachment mismatch. It's one of the biggest reasons people distance themselves. Your heart intimidates the wrong people. A consistent soul confuses someone who's used to inconsistency. A kind person threatens someone raised around negativity. A genuine heart scares someone who hides behind masks. Many people ignore you because they're not used to your type of energy. You're not too emotional. You're not too much. You're just dealing with people who can't meet you at your level. The transaction truth. People who only show up when they benefit. Some people respond instantly when they need something. But the moment you need them, silence. People with a transactional mindset only stay connected as long as they get something from you. Attention, validation, comfort, support, or entertainment. Once that stops, they ignore you because they never valued you, just what you provided. It's not about your worth. It's about their lack of depth. The moment you stop accepting ignorance, something powerful happens when you stop chasing people. Your silence becomes louder. Your absence becomes noticeable. Your value becomes undeniable. People suddenly wonder where you went. They remember the effort you gave. They realize they shouldn't have ignored you. Respect begins the moment you stop giving discounts on your worth. Final message, the psychology truth you need to hear. Listen, you are not hard to love. You are not forgettable. You are not invisible. You are not the problem. People ignoring you says more about their emotional capacity, their upbringing, their insecurities, and their communication skills than it ever says about your value. The right people will not ignore you. The right people will not disappear. The right people will not treat your presence like a burden. You don't need to fight for attention. You deserve connection that is natural, consistent, and real. And the people meant for your life won't make you question your place in theirs.